Stopped off at the thermal park here en route. And it is Thursday the 25th of January.
Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to Waiotapu and the Lady Knox Geyser. Now, by way of explanation, I have just introduced to the geyser some 300 grams of soap. The reason for me doing that? Simply, underneath me here there is a reservoir containing approximately 30,000 litres of extremely hot water. In order for the geyser to erupt this morning, we need to break the surface tension on that water. That is exactly what the soap does. To answer a question that normally arises around about now, yes, if the geyser were left alone, it would erupt of its own accord. The only problem being that the geyser has between a 24 and a 48-hour cycle. So we cannot tell you exactly when the geyser would erupt. So in order for you good folk to see the geyser this morning, we give Mother Nature a helping hand with the soap. The phenomenon was actually discovered about 100 years ago. Back then, over here to my right, there was an open prison. And it was the prisoners that discovered the geyser action by doing, of all things, their laundry. Happily doing so in the pool here one morning, suddenly laundry's 15 metres that way and prisoners are disappearing everywhere. What they've done is exactly the same thing as I've put in place for you this morning. The soap they were using had in fact kept the geyser off. As you can imagine, giving themselves one big surprise in the process. Now I mentioned the fact that there's some very hot water underneath me. Well, temperatures in that water range anywhere between 110 to some 370 degrees Celsius. As you can see, not somewhere you'd want to put your fingers just to see if the water was warm, huh? While we're on that subject, folks, please, we do have one small request of you whilst you are in the park. Please remain on the pathways. Obviously, it is for your own benefit. Looking at the geyser, we're not too far away from an eruption. So with that, I will excuse myself from this area with the hope that your holiday has been and will continue to be enjoyable. Thank you all very much for your attention, folks. Thank you.
I feel like an hour.